Yes, as I walk through the uncanny valley of death, you shall fear no evil, for I am that evil.
One thing I never get about behind the scenes is like you see a cinematographer, he's talking about stuff, and you're like, yeah, I can understand how after a while you would train your eye to be able to get shots. So you're watching directors talk about how they set a scene. You're like, yeah, I get that. That makes sense. And then you get like the production team that go, yeah, we couldn't find um a factory, so we built a factory in a week. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, it's movie production is suspicious and magical at times.
It's like you get construction in the middle of a city, and it's like, yeah, we're trying to build a house. It's going to take us 3 years to get it finished. And then there's motherfuckers that are like, yeah, we built an entire apartment complex in the space of 2 days because we couldn't get a shot properly.
And they probably demolished it right after.
Like, yeah, after we filmed it, we smashed it and we shoved it in a bin somewhere because we had to build another house the next day.
Yeah, but somewhere else in a different neighborhood.
Maybe they just hire the Amish. Is that not the thing that the Amish are really good at building shit really fast?
I'm not gonna comment on that.
How's that? What? That's a good stereotype. I feel like, yo, by the way, you build
I
good
don't
shit.
think that's all right. I haven't heard that.
I don't think we're gonna have any Amish listeners getting offended.
Not now. On
Hey,
their,
I'm good at building. Have
I
you
don't know.
seen this
They'll get
thing?
it typed out for them, the transcript.
We get it as a little newspaper sent out. They have a weekly Uncanny Valleys game.
Exactly.
Poor wee Jedediah can't read it until he's finished building that third floor building.
Poor guy. They were talking about the sadness from 2021.
Yeah, a bit of a bit of the arse from last week's choice.
Yeah, this one's more of a horror movie.
I mean, you could, if you really wanted to argue, you could say this is a black comedy.
That's not wrong. I was laughing a lot through this. Not a lot, but there are good laugh moments in this movie.
Yeah, there's plenty of moments in this movie. You're like, that's hilarious, 100%.
A lot of
So,
horrible
Chris,
moments as well.
I've seen this movie a few times, so this is clearly I'm a fan. So I recommended it, and I have this on my letterbox. I think it a 5 star. I don't know if I stand by that, but
5 stars is a
I
little
do.
nuts.
Chris, what did you think?
This movie is pretty great. I like this movie.
Oh, you like it? I thought you were going to be like, it's a bit distasteful. It's a little bit offensive. I don't know about this one.
I have a negative, like one negative moment in it but for the most part, I thought this was a lot more manageable than something like the comic Cross. It wasn't that comic isn't just incredibly dire in what it's portraying, and this doesn't show a ton, and just the general implications are easier, I guess. I'll
It
get
doesn't
into it.
show a
We'll
ton.
get to it.
What version
One
of this
more
film
time.
did you watch where they don't show a ton? I feel like they
They do
show a
show a
fair bit more.
ton, but not. It's not as bad as I was expecting. Under uh, Sort of knowing what to expect from this. It would have shocked
But
me more if I just didn't in the first place.
that is mind blowing. What were you expecting to see in this film?
I don't know how. I don't really remember much of the comic Frost, but I remembered it being pretty awful and unreadable because of what it was portraying. And this, something, I don't know. I can't define it too much. It changes a lot that I had read that comic and reacted to that without quite knowing what to expect. And I knew that this movie had a relation to it or is potentially based on that comic. Uh,
Yeah, the director said it was heavily inspired because he just finished reading it.
okay. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just, hold on. This is a
No,
podcast.
I'm pulling it. I'm pulling up the production Gore guide that I have
Okay.
here. It's like you're saying it doesn't show much, and there's a picture in this Gore guide that when I first opened it, I was like, wait, hold on, did he give him actual um murder scene photos to
Oh,
base it
the
on?
gore in this is incredible. The effects in this are fantastic. I just mean more in the worst parts of the zombie assaults. It wasn't. They implied more than they showed.
I think they showed about as much as you could probably show without getting it in trouble in a lot of
Fair.
places around the world.
I don't
I
know.
don't know what
A lot of my
Taiwan.
reaction is based on my expectations, which were bad.
There's a lot of
Not
like
even that it would be a
culture.
bad movie, but that it was going to be rougher to watch than it was for me.
Well, I mean, we could go down the rabbit hole. There is stuff that is worse, Chris. I think I still have one more recommendation before February. I could find much worse stuff
Okay.
if that's what you're asking from me.
That's not necessarily what I'm saying, but noted.
No, I feel like I'm trying to think what undisturbing movies iceberg we could go to that wouldn't just be horrifically dire.
I think that's where we gotta go. If that's what your goal is.
Because I have some stuff on like German DVDs that isn't even on the disturbing movies iceberg. That I
German
think,
DVDs.
yeah, there was a few films that I went down a rabbit hole a few weeks ago, and I got to a point where I was like, I can't find none of this shit anywhere. So if it comes up in a foreign language, I just have to grab it. I don't even think I can watch the German DVD. I would have to pirate it and just have the DVD.
I think all 4K Blu-ray players are region free, so if you have a 4K player, you should be able to play.
I use my PlayStation for. I was going to
Oh,
look for it, but I've moved my hidden DVDs. I have like a little hidden section where the bad stuff goes, but I don't know where I've put it now. It was
threw it
here, but
out.
never been 10 DVDs. That's worrying. I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look for that. Oh,
That's nuts.
Chris, do you have notes?
I have some notes.
Good. I don't have notes. I watched
You don't
this.
have any notes. Okay.
No,
You're the one
I
who's
don't
seen
have
this
notes.
5 times.
I don't. I went. Okay, I'll watch it, and then I'll watch the behind the scenes stuff, and then I
Did
was
you take notes
bored
on
out
the
of my
behind the
mind.
scenes stuff?
I what did I learn from
This
behind the
guy.
scenes? Well, it was based on this guy. Don't blame me. Blame hold on Rob Javaz for seemingly being less interested in his own film than the people buying the Blu-ray to watch it.
That is crazy that you didn't learn anything good
I
from
learned
the
nothing.
special features.
I learned that they built the hospital. That I mean, that's what a 30-second fun fact.
Yeah, true.
It was filmed during
That is
COVID, but I feel
crazy.
like that's clear that this is a COVID movie about COVID.
Became obvious to me pretty quickly. They talk about it being a hoax.
Well, because from the opening scene of him watching a YouTube video about the worldwide virus that could mutate, not being actually a real virus and couldn't mutate and isn't harmful, and you shouldn't listen to the experts.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
No, 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 no. I do have a fun fact. I do have a fun fact. Hold on. Apparently, Taiwan dealt with the COVID virus perfectly fine, and it was all under control within like 2 weeks. So Rob just had to pretend that Taiwan was more like America and wasn't actually like Taiwan.
That's fascinating.
There we go. There is a single fun fact I pulled from this entire thing, and that
That's
was
good.
the white Canadian man going, "Yeah, I had to pretend these Taiwanese people were actually aggressive to each other and weren't very friendly." Which I don't know what that says about Rob.
Yeah, just the rest of the world also.
Maybe we should move to Taiwan.
Maybe.
What other Taiwanese movies have you seen? Because I know you've seen Incantation. Is that about as far as you go?
Maybe? Let me see.
Because from what I understand, Incantation is Taiwanese paranormal activity. So it's not
I like
like
Incantation.
it's not on the level of graphic that this movie is. I don't know if for Taiwanese cinema if this is a bit of an outlier.
Yeah, no, it's not graphics like this. I
I
don't
mean,
believe
Taiwan's a
I've
small place.
seen any other Taiwanese horror movie.
I was thinking about it whilst we were talking about the China Taiwan thing off of the recording. I don't think I've seen a Chinese horror movie like ever,
I
and that's
can't
so
think of
strange
any
to me because
immediately.
it's so big. I've seen so many Japanese. I've seen so many Korean. I've got a Taiwanese one. Hold on, Chinese horror. Let's pull this list up. Well, the first one that comes up is Incantation, so you're just wrong.
Right.
Uh,
Is Two Sisters one that you've seen?
oh, A Tale of Two Sisters. I have that. I still have to watch that. Um, I think there's maybe some Chinese shorts on the Three Extremes. I own
Yeah.
Dumplings. I still have to watch that. Dumplings would be a wild movie to do.
I
Have
own
you have you
dumplings too, brother. I'm gonna break into those right after this podcast.
do you know of the movie Dumplings? You're completely unaware of the premise of the movie Dumplings.
Yes, should I not look it up?
Um, do you want to know what the synopsis is? Because I know the synopsis, but I haven't seen it yet.
Go for it.
It's about a woman that takes aborted fetuses and makes dumplings out of them.
Oh,
I think it's maybe to do with like women getting their youth by eating the dumplings, like they stay younger.
fascinating. Okay.
To be fair, that would pair pretty well with this movie.
Kind of would, yeah. That's grim.
Are we going scene by scene, or are we just yapping about this one?
It feels like we're just yapping at this point, but what, do I have any notes from the first? They wake up in bed. Uh,
Yeah,
they're
nice
kind
little.
of already off to a rough start as a couple, talking about vacation days.
Yeah, or we've got fancy business lady Cat, and what's our protagonist's name? Jim. It's Jim,
Jim,
isn't it?
yeah.
Jim, yeah, broke boy Jim, who's like, I can't get any jobs, so I have to cancel our entire vacation for one week of pay.
Yeah, his only job
Um,
is being hot. He's a model.
oh, again, actual, and one fun fact that's all coming back to me. They don't bring attention to this at any point behind the scenes, but I thought it was very fun. This film took 28 days to shoot.
Interesting. That's fun.
That's a fun coincidence. Why did no
Yeah,
one say that behind the scenes? It's
I
clearly
don't know.
heavily inspired by it. Rob,
Nobody
that was
noticed, I
something
guess.
in your 40-minute Q&A where you said fucking nothing. That could have been a little fun fact you threw out there.
That's crazy that he talked for 40 minutes and didn't share anything worthwhile.
I've got three commentaries on this thing, but I just didn't bother watching because I was like, yes, but he does not have the charisma for this.
Damn.
Negative Riz Rob.
Negative reviews.
So what I feel the best way to like if you were gonna say like describe this film to someone that's never seen it before, it really is just 28 days later during the outbreak.
Yeah, it's COVID 28 days later. And they're The zombies are more cruel, I'd say.
They're
Like they're not
smart.
just eating people.
Oh, it's by far the worst zombie apocalypse to be in.
Yeah,
Like, there's none that
yeah,
even
you're
come
getting
close.
messed up every which way.
The only other movie I can think where zombies fuck with you a little bit is, you ever seen the British comedy horror Doghouse with Danny Dyer?
No, that sounds interesting.
Okay, you know, you're American. Do you know who Danny Dyer is?
I do. I've seen him in a movie about a corporate retreat. It's a horror movie.
Oh, Severance.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, I was about to
that's
say.
my
He,
Severance, not
he
this dumb
stars.
TV show.
Yeah, he comes across as like this British hard man when he's on like TV and movies, and he's always in the worst possible fucking shit you could imagine. But then he has Severance and Doghouse, which are both pretty good.
Hell
I
yeah,
don't know why you don't
Severance was
have it.
fun.
Doghouse also stars Mickey from Doctor Who.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You don't know about
Is
that
Danny
one.
Dyer okay? Is he a chill dude?
Um, I've never heard anything bad about him, but I feel like if something came out, I'd be like, yeah, I could see that. Danny
Fair,
Dyer
fair.
controversy, the classic.
Classic Google
And
search.
he had, okay, his controversy revolves around criticism of him being in EastEnders.
Weird. Okay,
He
that's
called
not.
David Cameron a twat when he was talking about
Oh,
Brexit being shit.
all right.
Um, I don't know. He seems like a kind of stand-up guy. Hold on. He did. There was a controversy in 2010 about him doing an interview for a porn magazine.
Oh, it seems fun. Hopefully.
Oh, he
Oh,
told Zoo magazine readers that a heartbroken boyfriend should cut his ex's face so no one would want her.
oh, there we go.
Yeah,
He dug too
but
deep.
he was clearly, it's 2010. This would have been peak stimulant Danny Dyer. We'll chalk it up to that. There's been no news reports of him cutting his ex's face in the past decade and a half.
Let's not. Let's just move on from it, maybe, instead of trying to defend him.
He had one slip. Oh, could have been
Yeah,
worse.
let's-
He had one slip. Everyone gets one.
the outbreak in this is pretty rough. The way that this guy gets oiled in the face.
Oh, it's so nasty. The thing
That's
is, see,
rough.
when I first watched this movie, I had no idea what this movie. Well, I just heard it was gory and that there was some zombies, and I was like, yeah, sure. That scene made me lock in so fast. And it's not the oil. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, the oil's bad, but it's the pussy face rip that this
Yeah,
horrid looking woman gives. Possibly the worst anyone's ever looked in any movie.
it's awful. Yeah, whatever
Looks like
they've
a
done.
Michael Rooker done like a whole bunch of fentanyl and also was an old Asian woman. No comment on that.
I don't know what I would say.
You don't know.
No,
Envision him in your head. Michael Rooker, that is an old Asian woman on a lot of fentanyl.
I don't know about that, man.
Like that's the third time we've had to say I don't know about that since we started already.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This guy gets his fingers really chopped off at the start of this movie.
Yeah, it was actually when I first watched this. I remember that being like the first scene. It made me go, oh, but it didn't. It wasn't as bad as I made it up in my head. I think it's just the idea of garden pliers.
Yeah, that's a rough
And
cut, and also just that those are rough fingers to lose.
the funny thing is, you see him earlier on in the movie, and he has little tiny pliers. Where did he get these big pliers from, and why is he using them for his Thai basil plants?
It's a good question. I did not. He has other plans. That's probably why.
No, no, they're all Thai basil because he says that in the film. He goes, "Mate, I've got way too much Thai basil. I'm going to give you some for free."
Maybe he has other plans and he just still has too much Thai basil.
I'm watching the scene right now. I love his little goldfish. His goldfish is so cute. His goldfish gets a finger to snack on as well.
He does. I was
They
for
keep
a second
zooming in
thinking
on
that the Thai basil was how the outbreak was going to happen.
what this man just cooked up some wild Thai basil.
The worst Thai basil you could introduce to the world.
Maybe it's a little wink wink Thai basil and it's actually another green plant that he's been growing in his house. Like,
That would make more sense.
sadomasochism weed. I say that's what the gas station weed will do for you. Where you look like
Yeah,
Michael Rooker
that's
on Edna.
sadomasochism weed for sure.
Also, I'd like to. It was something I picked up first time watching this, but on second time, is it not very strange that the only TV channel playing is of like an old school cartoon of a wolf raping a lamb? Who's putting that on daytime television?
It's a good question. Maybe
What have the
someone put it up
Taiwanese got in there?
after they got taken over, considering every other channel is off air.
Well, that's not going to put you in higher spirits, in it not.
True.
So the one guy that's live streaming is only showing that.
He's done.
Chat is different. Well, what do you think of the zombie designs? We haven't talked about them yet. The look of the zombies.
They're good. I like the effects. They're not too overdone, but especially the eyes are pretty good.
Yeah,
Some
it's
of
so
them look very
menacing.
faint, but it's still good.
It's so simple. It's just a little bit of red eyeshadow and some Scalara contact lenses. Which it must have sucked to be on that set. We talked on this before about how I used to wear Scalaras, haven't we? Or was that in private?
I don't know if we have aired it yet.
Oh shit, and
Maybe
makes
tell the
your eyes
people.
dry out. It's so bad. For the first 3 hours, your brain goes, wait, there's something in my eye. And then when it gets over that, it's just like, oh hell, I'm fucking dry as shit, boy. And
I've
good
never
luck
worn
getting them out.
contacts before.
See, trying to get those bad boys in. Normal contact's fine. See, trying to get a fucking Scalara contact inside your eye. See, you have to like try and slide it. I've got hooded eyelids, so mine's are creased. See, having to try and pick the eyelid down to slide it in, and then it's the top one's creasing on my top eyelid because my eyelash is in the way, and then I'm having to like most of the time I would squish them in a strange way, and then just
Oh,
straighten them out inside my eyeball.
oh my God.
You sound like you're having a
All right,
visceral reaction to that.
I am rubbing my
You would ne-
eyes.
you'd never survive contact lenses.
I don't think I would.
Also, Chad Swing from Gym killing his neighbour with one swing of the toaster. I don't have upper
Yeah.
body strength.
Does the neighbor got not get back up after Jim leaves?
Oh, you're so correct. I'm watching it right now. Bro's dazed though.
Yeah, he's down.
Okay, this is where Jim he makes his escape on his little moped to find Cat, Kate, name, his wifey.
One of them.
In this situation, Chris, what the fuck are you doing?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm freaking out that my fingers got cut off.
What, your wife's on a train across the city?
Well, I don't have a wife. Maybe that's because I wouldn't immediately go to save her. But I don't know what I would do.
Uh, your mum is on a train across the city.
No.
No, she's dead.
I would assume already. Yeah. I think maybe in either case I would assume that the person has died already and I would try to leave the district or the city.
Oh well, good to know you're a loyal friend there, Chris. You're just ignoring everyone. You're making your way out to the. Is there even
I'll call for
countryside?
help. and then they'll
Near
come
you.
help.
How are you supposed to call for help? The military's gone. The president
Yeah, I
got a
got
grenade and
somewhere. I'll find them, and then they'll come help.
well, to be fair, you need to remember in this film we're on Taiwan, which is an island.
True. Yeah, oh, that's rough. I live on an island, and I would just take a bridge off of the island.
I don't know if there's a bridge between China and Taiwan. It's like it's not an insignificant amount of water in between it. I'd imagine not. But even
No
then, like
idea.
how
I'll be
what's
honest.
your plan out? Because you don't drive, don't you not?
No, and I can't ride a bike either.
I also cannot ride a bike.
We're fucked.
How
Because you
are
still
you like?
need gas to drive.
Are you dead center city?
No, I'm living in Queens now, so I'm a little bit more out of the way, but I'm still in a more populated area. My plan hasn't changed, which is if I'm at home, just slowly work your way through the building. There's got to be a lot of canned food and whatnot.
Yeah, but
You
how
got
many
hallways
neighbours?
you can use for defense. You can just get a big poking stick with a knife on the end of it.
Yeah, but they're smart.
Yeah, yeah, that's more of a dumb zombie plan, I guess. Uh,
Are you in
run.
like an apartment building?
Yeah,
Okay, out of all your neighbours you've met, could you take all of them in a fight?
no.
No.
There's at least two
You
I
think
can think
down to
of.
the gay couple downstairs of two muscly oiled up bodybuilders, both 6'9". You're like, I think
Yeah.
I could definitely survive my flat. I don't think there's anyone. I think there is a gay couple upstairs that do go to the gym. Hold on, but I never see them.
Oh
I
no.
don't think they're in every time. I was putting my issues onto you there. I think about it.
That's very funny. No, there's a couple larger guys that I don't think I could actually take.
Because the thing for me is I'm probably in the best place. Well, not the best place. I'm in a city, but Scotland is like 70% fields, as I've seen in 28 years later. But there's a lot of empty land with no one about. But the problem for me would be is the closest way to get out to fields is through another small city.
Oh, that sucks.
I'd be fucked. I would just need to learn to ride a bike in my hallway. I would have to sneak outside, find like a child's bike,
I, I'm actually
bring it back
near an
home.
area of the city that's very warehouse, like full of warehouses and not many residential places, if any, in some areas. So maybe I'd hole up in a warehouse.
Our warehouses run 24/7 though.
These ones have got to be empty, the ones I'm thinking of.
Well, there'd be people inside it, Chris.
True. Yeah, oh, good point. Yeah, true.
Is it? Surely there's got to be no forest near you, like no empty land anywhere close to you.
No, not really. Not close enough that I could run to in an emergency.
Oh, I couldn't run. I'm thinking a good 5 mile hike, possibly in the dead of night, but I don't know if I'd want to be able to see or not.
True. Probably not, no matter what happens.
Well, I mean, New York's mostly trains, isn't it? And from the next scene, you definitely do not want to be taking the train.
No, I wouldn't want to be taking the train.
This is it's horribly realistically violent, but it's so well shot. It's so
The knife
messy.
attack is creepy as hell. Yeah.
I was
There's a
gonna.
point
This
where it becomes over the top violence and the blood is spurting out of the guy's jugular in a goofy way. But before that, it's very grim and realistic.
in a goofy way, Chris. You've seen the
A
Charlie
little
Cox.
bit.
In a
It's
goofy way.
almost my God. It's almost
Next,
like I thought of the elevator scene from The Shining. There's an
how,
obscene amount of blood coming out of this guy's neck.
yeah, because there's a lot of blood in the human body, Chris.
Yeah, the way it sprays out is all right. We're gonna go back and forth on this.
Yeah, because it's your
We can
jugular.
have
That's like
differing opinions.
Because it's a tube, it's a hose. 6 pints coming out of one hose.
It would spurt out more than the way it did.
But it was something I was wondering whilst watching this scene. Because do you even really get train knife attacks? Surely you would get shootings being in New York.
Neither happened that much, thankfully. It's not really. We
I
have a lot
feel
of police in New York, which is a whole other.
I feel like in the UK this is like maybe an annual thing. You get one really bad train stabbing. There was one quite
That's correct.
recently in the UK actually where it was 2 people. And I think we were maybe also trying to beat the record, like the zombie says in this. So yeah,
Yeah, that was that
all
was a
3
good
of us.
one.
What do you think of the incel businessman?
The old guy.
What other incel businessman, Chris?
I don't know. Uh, he's creepy. He's good. He's a good antagonist. I was
He's
thinking
re-
about the guy who said, "Did I break the record?" For some reason. There's the one guy who stops his knife with a briefcase. That guy's John Wick, basically.
I mean, what else is he going to use? He's not going to use his hand, is he?
That's true.
He gets infected as well, does he not? The 4K of this, we must have shot this on film. It is beautifully done, but it is also nasty because I can see every single pore of this businessman's face on every single close up. It is
Horrible.
obscenely crisp.
Yeah,
Oh, Chris, I'm getting to the
this
scene.
whole train stabbing is rough.
I would
What
argue
does the guy
best scene in the
use
movie.
when the knife guy goes down?
What
Like
do you
a
mean?
corkscrew or something?
He uses his keys.
Oh, okay.
You never seen someone be key punched?
Nope.
You've
This one
never
lady gets an
seen.
umbrella in the eye. That's rough.
It is, but it's compared to the other people on the train. I feel an umbrella to the eye, you're getting away quite late. She can still see out one eye.
Yeah,
Yeah, I be
I
thankful for
guess
that.
it's still horrible. It's a rough to watch.
I'm surprised you've never seen a key punch. You never walk down like a sketchy alley at night and you've wrapped your keys around your knuckles with the point
I'm
out.
aware of the knuckle keys. I just haven't seen them used before.
Well, the movie hams up a key punch. You're not getting badly injured off some keys.
No, you're not.
Well, I also imagine it's probably very difficult to remove an eye with an umbrella.
True. You could still maim somebody's eye.
You could still do some good damage. And we've got to say that's also our third main character, Molly. You can tell that a white man wrote this film and it just happened to be a full Taiwanese cast. But we've got Jim, Kit, and Molly.
Yeah, true.
Oh, the blood looks so good in this film, Chris. The blood is so nicely done.
It's
See,
a soup.
this is what I mean by like the behind the scenes. Why weren't we talking about how we got the blood to look like this? Because blood doesn't look like this in most movies.
I don't know. It's a good question. It's, I guess they made
Oh,
it. It might be some sort of compound that they're aware of.
so you're so right. I'm watching this man with the briefcase. He did not only block the knife, but then turn it around and punch him with the briefcase.
That's tight. Um,
Where we at next scene? Are we back with?
I'm
Are
watching
we
it.
back?
I'm just a bit ahead of you. I'm after the train sequence ends. And
After the
the
train?
incel businessman has become full zombie.
Incel man.
Incel man. Yeah.
It was kind of
I
worrying
like this
behind the scenes.
sequence.
The actor was talking about how in 20 years of acting, he's never wanted to stay playing a character more, which is like,
I
I
don't
feel that's a
I don't
worrying
know about
statement to
that.
say. No, he was for his footage of him behind the scenes, though trying to like when some of the cast were, we'll say, a bit distressed from the scenes he'd been filming, him having up and like messing around with them. He seems like a lovely old man. I
Okay.
don't know. Maybe it's just the opposites attract, where he's been so nice his entire life. He's like, I want to fuck more people up.
Yeah, I guess so. He needs to let loose. I like the sequence of them running in the subway tunnels.
Yeah, it's shot really well. Almost
Yeah.
Kubrick-esque with the very parallel, straight hallways.
A lot of this feels shot in a cost-effective way, but not in a way that hinders how it looks or feels.
Yeah, there's
It's a
a
lot of
universe
hallways
where
and
this movie
corridors.
cost like 50 million to make just because of how good it looks. But I'm pulling up the
Yeah, I
budget
mean,
because
that's good for the effects.
I'm sure the director said at one point that it was just someone he knew that helped finance the movie with. He said money he made on the internet, which could mean many things.
That could mean a whole lot of things.
I'm going to assume it was around COVID time, so I'm going to assume maybe cryptocurrency, because that's when that started to pop off.
Hopefully cryptocurrency. Yeah.
Around 3.5 million. That's not
The
too bad.
budget?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Nice.
oh no. Oh my God, it flopped so bad, Chris.
How much
Holy
money did it make?
430,000.
Oh no. It's a good thing you're buying
Oh,
the 4K.
it got a limited release in France and Germany, and that was it.
Yikes.
I feel like this would have been such a good movie to see in cinemas as well.
Yeah, this would have been a good crowd movie. Everyone having a weird time.
I feel like would maybe be the movie with the most blood I've seen in cinemas.
I saw Evil Dead 2013. But this has more blood than that, right?
Uh, what movie has the most blood is a good question.
I know
Is
that
it
one
still?
had the title.
What movie has the most blood? Well, now it is Iron Lung by Markiplier, which has
Oh, that's the one that's
80,000
taking it
gallons.
over. Right.
Piranha 3D also used 80,000 gallons, and then Evil Dead was 50,000 gallons.
Evil Dead was 50,000 gallons for a single scene, which is notable.
I thought they would have topped that with Evil Dead Rise. There's an outrageous amount of
No,
blood in that movie towards the end.
it's not raining blood though. Spoilers. Spoilers for Evil Dead 2013.
Chris, it's on some of the posters.
True. True.
Oh, The Shining only used about 3,000 gallons, whilst It Chapter 2 used 5. So It Chapter 2 has almost double the amount of blood as The Shining.
Wow. It's just that one scene, really, in The Shining.
Yeah, you've got your elevator, and then you've got Willie, groundskeeper Willie, getting the hammer to the back. I think that's it.
Yeah,
Oh, you poor soul. Someone on Reddit is saying most blood in a movie. I'm picking The Shining. You're so wrong, buddy.
that's so wrong.
See, it's not just there's someone in these comments saying, "Oh my god, dude, Evil Rise has an unfathomable amount of blood."
Interesting. There's got to be an actual number for that one.
Okay, I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up. There should be like a website like does the dog die, but it's like how much blood, and then you can have stats of how many dismemberments, how many stabbings.
1,717 gallons of blood on Evil Dead Rise.
Can
6,500 liters.
can be 1,700 gallons. The top's Markiplier with 80.
1,700, not 17,000.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
so
it doesn't
little.
seem like a lot. Yeah,
Put it to
they
good
shot it
use.
well. Yeah.
Okay, Chris, where are we at in this movie?
I'm at the subway tunnel. My only note for it is nose bite. It's a good nose bite.
It is. I don't know how the businessman bested this this hunk of a man.
It's just the surprise of being bit in the nose. I think that's the only thing that really gets it. He didn't expect
I
this
don't
guy to
know.
fight dirty.
I feel like in any what the man soaked in blood wielding an umbrella. You expected him to have
Yeah,
a respectable fight with.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe the guy just hasn't ever been in a fight before.
I don't know. Maybe I'm too paranoid. I feel like anytime I've been in a fight, I always go, "Wait, what if this motherfucker tries to bite me?"
I guess, yeah. That's good
Which is
on you.
wild because in a fight, I've never went. I should bite this bitch.
But you've been bit?
Maybe I should. Maybe that should be a new tactic. My next fight, I'll Mike Tyson someone and let you know if it works out.
Okay, let me know.
I feel
Maybe
it's a
you'll get turned
dangerous
into a zombie.
because if you bite and then you get hit, surely you feel that in your teeth.
Oh yeah, I don't like that.
It would just reverberate through like the enamel.
Yeah. Oh, there's a chunky baby stroller. That's rough. I didn't notice that when I watched it.
Yeah. You didn't notice the baby soup.
No, I just didn't process it. Rough.
Probably the worst a baby has ever looked in a movie.
That's that's accurate. Have you seen Battlestar Galactica?
I Season one of Battlestar Galactica just throws you in the middle of a story, doesn't it?
Kinda, yeah. No, there's a mini series. Did you watch the mini
Oh,
series first?
and then the TV series follows on from that.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I tried to get into it when I was a child, and I know, like a dumbass, bought season one, thinking that would be the start of the show.
Oh, damn. No, there's such a confusing. There's like a season 3.5 also.
Oh well, I got the only thing I can remember is that there was a hot blonde woman in a dress on a plane sometimes, and that
Yeah, she killed
was
a baby.
was that in his head, the plane?
I'm not gonna answer that. You gotta watch it. We'll do a
I'm not.
Battlestar
I'm watching
Galactica
One Piece.
podcast.
You know I'm watching One Piece.
She is in his head.
Okay.
Well, I'll say yeah. Other people can't see her.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember there was like, I think there was like, oh, some plot around there's like a betrayer on the ship, and I was as a child, I was like, wait, why are we on a ship? Who's betraying who? Who are we? Who's supposed to be friends with each other?
Oh damn. Yeah, we'll have a conversation. I like Battlestar Galactica. I'll tell you about that off air. But the first episode of the miniseries, she's just on a human planet, and a mother looks away from her stroller for a minute, and this robot lady, just like touches a kid, and then you hear a neck snapping sound.
Oh well, I mean
Right.
that's at least. I mean, I'm not gonna say a nice death because it's still a baby death, but I mean, if your baby was going to be murdered, I suppose an
Oh
instant
yeah,
neck snap is the way to go.
the baby didn't get eaten by people with teeth. Yeah, that's true.
Was it eaten? It was mush, Chris.
It was mush. They did something.
It was a viscera puddle.
Probably doesn't take that much to do that to a baby.
I don't know. There's still some bones in there, aren't there? The top's squidgy, but I mean the rest of them's pretty chunky.
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe it's like maybe to zombies, it's like see how wagyu beef's nice because it's got like the fat laying through it.
You know this guy is not going to treat his hand wound properly or try to disinfect it because he doesn't brush his teeth before eating in the morning.
Well, why did that come to your brain?
I'm watching him wrap his fucking hand wound in duct tape, and I was thinking about how he didn't eat before having his leftover bao bun or whatever he's eating.
Yeah, it was some bow that apparently they ate the night before, but he didn't know tasted bad until he had exhausted it.
It looked good.
It did look very, very, very good. I've not had a proper bow bun in a while.
Same. I want one right now.
Order one. Order one right now.
I should. I'll order one on the podcast.
Go for it. Maybe order from a local place and then see if you can get here before it ends.
That's crazy. That's a crazy idea
Why is that a crazy idea?
because it sounds amazing, and I shouldn't do that.
It's like a whole genre of YouTube video where like people will try and speedrun a game before their pizza arrives.
I'm not. I do not know about that.
There's a YouTuber called Zero Lenny who does the Souls game playthroughs, and he did how many times can I beat Dark Souls 2 in 24 hours? And he Amazon primed Goku branded water the day before and waited for it to arrive on stream the next day.
Okay,
Chris,
interesting.
are you at the happy sack scene?
The happy. What is that?
The Nutcracker?
Oh yeah, I just got to that. Yeah, we're just at Nutcracker 2.0.
I've got to say again, for what could have been done to him, I feel testicles, barbed wire, and baseball bat to the head. It does get much worse. Jim fucking launches a kid. Yeah, say that he sends that cunt flying. Are
He
you at
does.
the
He
scene?
launches a couple of people. That guy goes flying. There's this guy who looks like he's gonna. He does a flip. He looks like he's gonna be a problem, and he just isn't.
To be fair, he's swinging it with some force.
He is. I
I've
like that
never
Jim
seen.
gets this sort of hero moment before ultimately not being the hero of the movie, which is great.
Yeah, he's ruining our poor boy's fetish play.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
Which is it's a moment that comes up later. We'll go back. The scientist is like the reason they don't attack each other, as he says, because you can't rape the willing. And then he goes, "Oh wait, can you? I don't know. I've never tried." We see multiple times in this. That's you. You seemingly can do that.
Yeah, they do seem to be having moments where they are just going off with each other, really.
Like, say there's no uninfected left alive. Are these people just having a ball?
It seems like it. And that's kind of what I liked more than what I read of Crossed, is that they could just exist and do their thing on their own. It didn't have to involve taking something from somebody else.
So how do they work in the Crossed comics? Give me the rundown.
I haven't read it in so long. I'll have to look up some panels to remind myself, but I remember it being just that they were basically sexual assault zombies, which
Yeah, but
is
so yeah, but
not.
that's a good way to describe them in this. So how would you say they differ from this?
I don't know. That's the thing. I haven't read it in long enough, but uh, this movie, it feels like it goes to further lengths to depict that it's like a breakdown of impulses in general and not just that one, I guess.
Do you think they have like pregnancy cravings? Like they're like, hold on, boys, stop the barbed wire testicle torsion. I need to go get some prawn crackers.
Maybe. I wonder what their
For us,
cravings are like.
we get uh, we've got to mention the little freak man that joins Kit and Molly and his hentai phone.
The little freak. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, little freak man.
How
He
did you
almost
forget little
closes the
freak
subway gate on them, and then
man? Yeah,
they get through.
Molly
Punch him
pops
in the
him.
nose.
To be fair, see in that one scene, I was on his side because he does go, "Hey, I don't know if you were a crazy rape zombie."
Yeah, yeah, fair.
You can't
I,
you can't
I
really
didn't have
judge him.
anything against him.
He does that falls away later on, but in that one scene, I don't think he was too bad. He even gets some cheek off the nurse for asking if his nose is broken. which a fair statement when your nose has been pissing blood for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Um,
interesting. I
so,
looked up Crossed issue
mhm.
9, I think, and the first thing that happens is someone bites a nose off.
Oh, wait, do you have the issues with you, or are you just reading them online?
I'm just looking them up online.
I was going to say, should have gave a wee flip through whilst you were watching.
Should have.
So, we're at the hospital scene. This is probably the funniest scene in the movie. The presidential announcement.
Yes. Oh my
Bro's just
God.
filibustering.
He absolutely domed this president. My
He
my
don't do
first note
this.
is short president, that this guy is really short. My second note is the president blows up. Holy shit.
And it's such an insane way to do it. The grenade to the mouth. I don't know if you saw the conversations in the group chat earlier where I was talking about the Gore guide of this movie, and there was the note where going against scanners for the championship.
No, that's funny. I didn't see that.
It definitely doesn't have the same oomph as the scanners blow, but it looks scarily realistic. So I suppose it's whatever tickles your fancy for head explosions.
Yeah, they did a good job.
Was your
Uh,
say you going scanners or the sadness?
I haven't seen Scanners.
You haven't seen Scanners?
No.
Hot take. It's not that good. It's alright.
Interesting.
There's a lot of interesting ideas that
I've
Cronenberg
seen the guy's
being
head blowing up on the broadcast. I feel like after you've seen that, that's probably the
yeah
biggest
that
part of the movie, right?
yeah Cronenberg Mr. Body Horror has that one scene which is about 5 seconds long, and there's another scene where someone's veins are kind of bubbling, and then apart from that, it's like 6 movies worth of ideas just kind of slammed into each other, and a very blank protagonist going about asking a lot of stupid questions and a lot of plot contrivances. I don't think Cronenberg is good, like, really at all.
Really?
I think almost every movie he's ever done that isn't The Fly, which is a remake, is written incredibly amateurishly. And the one thing that he's known for, body horror, is it's always underwhelming, I find.
My favorite movies of his are not body horror, to be fair. I do like Existenz. I've seen. Oh man, I don't know if I've seen a lot of Cronenberg movies now that I'm thinking about it, but I really like A History of Violence and Cosmopolis. And Cosmopolis
Uh,
is an adaptation.
isn't a history of violence is an adaptation as well?
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's a DC comic, I think.
Oh, really? Okay.
Is it not also the film with the first on-screen 69?
Is it? That's wild.
See, there's more fun facts or fucking
Love
a
that.
hack
Yeah.
comic book adaptation than there is for this movie.
Huh.
I feel most of my hate from him does come from The Shrouds, his recent one. I think that's probably my least favourite movie ever made. And it's not even
That's
that it's so fun it's bad. It's like it's just bad. It is
what's bad about it.
painfully. It's like it's 2.5 hours that go nowhere. Everyone delivers the worst performance you've ever seen in your life. There's humour that is, I think, supposed to be funny, but it just comes across as incredibly awkward. And but there's always like pauses afterwards, as if there's supposed to be like a crowd moment. There's a weird AI subplot that is clearly written by an 8-year-old man who has no idea what any of it means. And the entire subtext of them, they go, oh, Cronenberg's wife died, and this is his meditation on his grief of it. but it's not. The only text and subtext of the movie is my wife died and I want to fuck my sister-in-law now. That's the only
Huh.
thing you can take away from that movie is Cronenberg going,
Okay.
wow, wouldn't I love to fuck my dead wife's sister? Wouldn't it be hot if I could fuck her right now? And it's like, just why don't make a movie? Just go away, retire. You
Yeah,
have money. Why are you talking about this? Why did I have to
that's.
pay money to fucking watch that? Oh, Chris, it makes me so angry.
I was not aware that that was the vibe of that.
And the worst part is, it starts with a 30-second kind of cool body horror scene. So you're like, oh, this is going to be good. No, no, nothing is redeemable about that film.
Dude,
But
that's like
Charlie XCX
Cassell
gave it 5 points.
looks a weird amount like David Cronenberg in this.
Yeah, it's supposed to be him in the entire movie. It's him going, oh, I want to fuck my dead wife's sister. I'm going to go fuck my dead wife's sister now.
Okay.
And
I
then
want to
there's
know
weird shit
the
about
scene.
not trusting foreigners as well. And it's like, Cronenberg, what are you doing, man?
I don't know. Well, let's cover some Cronenberg movies. We'll have to talk about more. I haven't seen many.
Oof. We'll start with
It's
some
worth
good
getting
ones.
into. We can watch The Fly. I haven't seen The Fly.
You haven't seen The Fly?
No, I have not.
I mean, it meanders a bit, but it's with Jeff Goldblum. So it's okay to meander with Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, it very much is. I
I have
want
a
to
fly.
note
Did
on
you
this
remember
scene of
fly
the
ticket right
president
now?
getting the grenade shoved in his mouth. These Secret Service members do not do enough, or whatever they are. They're just military guys, I guess, in this situation. But the people around the president do not do very much to help him.
Well, they're infected, are they not?
The one guy is who's putting the grenade in.
Mm,
Everyone else seems to run.
yeah, but I
One
think
guy
they're
gets
like
smacked off.
they're definitely like starting to be infected because you see like you keep getting close-ups of like their veins like wriggling on the side of their head and they're sweating profusely. Which, to be fair, you would sweat if this situation was your responsibility.
Very true. Yeah, you did not do what you needed to there.
Well, what did he need to do, Chris?
I don't know. Everyone tackle. Everyone
That's your.
tackle him.
No, and then get bit.
Yeah,
It's a really tense scene as well. It's strange for how funny it is because the entire way it's framed, you know something bad's about to happen. It's just to this extremity you don't expect. I do love that the cameraman just gets the fuck out. He's having none of
he runs immediately.
it. I mean, there's a grenade about to go off in front of him.
Yeah, very true.
Not committed to the shot. That's what I'll say.
He's not. He's not a good cameraman. Not who you want.
Our boy Rob Javez, he would have stayed in that room. He'd have made sure he got every single angle. Um,
The
our
next scene
incel
is the
businessman,
hospital room.
yeah, our incel businessman shows up whilst they're fighting over. I can't tell who's supposed to be. It's some political disagreement. I don't feel it would have gotten to this level. I think one of them says, "Oh, I didn't vote for him," and the other one goes, "Oh well, fuck you, cunt," and slaps him.
Yeah, kinda. It's not so much of a political disagreement as much as a disagreement that starts about talking about a politician.
For the situation they're in, this A&E department is not secured enough as it should be,
No, very true.
as seen by our incel man just taking an axe to the door, and that's.
I was
He seems to have got
astounded
a
how
little
he
gang.
made the axe through the door and the guy's back.
Yeah, it's a shaky shot.
That guy's
I can
not
only
close enough
imagine.
to actually get that axe on his back.
I think he's supposed to throw it, but what I can only imagine what happened was they had one glass door to break, and they're like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
"Fuck it, good enough." See, I would know if they'd fucking told me anything behind the scenes, Chris.
Yeah,
And now because there's one thing where they're like, yeah, it's low budget, so we have to do everything practical. and that's it. And it's like, what? Are you going to fucking elaborate on that? I
Tell
can
me
see
about
that it's
that.
not,
Yeah.
our little,
Oh, I had a
whether
note that I
everything.
want to say. The nice lady
Mm.
who got her eyes stabbed out. I had a note that said, "Oh, nah, no, she died. She didn't die."
She didn't die.
My next two notes are, "Oh no, she's not dead. Oh no."
Probably the scene this movie's most famous for. Have you when you when,
I can
when
imagine. This is the most rough this movie gets.
have you did you never hear of this scene before this movie came out?
Nope.
Oh, I'm watching it as we speak, and it is rough. They filmed this in one take, and this is one of the scenes that the actor that plays the businessman, I forgot his name, did say that she was upset even after the filming, which is incredibly rough.
That's, yeah, that sucks. It's not a light subject matter.
What, eyeball rape?
Yeah,
Well, I don't think it's a topic that comes up in many films.
no, it's not.
I can't name any other ones.
I do want to
Chris, give me
note,
give
I'm
me
watching, is it Kate,
a.
the female lead?
I think it's Cat.
Cat. Okay, Cat. She's taking her shoes off so she doesn't make as much noise walking around. Jim, when he's talking to her earlier, he's saying, "Put your phone on silent while you're in the hospital." They're, they're smart. They're trying to think of things. I feel like they're doing their best. She takes the guy's phone.
Mhm.
She doesn't warn anybody that the crazy guy's about to break through the glass, which is funny.
Oh, to be fair, it's a moment of shock.
Yeah, yeah, I would be scared too. I'm not judging it. It's just it's notable that she isn't
There's,
able to warn anybody as well as the fact that she doesn't.
do you know what's notable about this scene where she's making her way through the hospital? We come across the
Well,
biggest freak of the movie. Ignore baby puddles and eyeball rape. One of these zombies, when she exits the hallway to make her way upstairs, stops and starts sniffing her shoes.
I didn't notice that.
Is like, but what are you doing? If she's, I thought like you were after
Buddy, what
her.
are you doing?
Why are you content with just that?
It says something about the guy, I guess. I like this
I suppose
hospital tarp set. It felt like the third act of The Guest to me.
I haven't seen the guest.
We gotta watch The Guest.
Well, this is
That's
this is
that's
the one.
maybe not a horror movie. That's on the edge also.
Yeah, Chris, you need to start recommending us some actual horror movies, man.
Yeah.
But this is a set that they built because they couldn't find a hospital in time. And again, it's like you said, you have no budget. What do you mean you built a hospital?
Yeah.
And the
Looks
tarp
great.
isn't to disguise anything or that. That's they showed it like before they put up the tops. It does genuinely just look incredible.
Interesting. I like knowing that.
I'm going to fast forward a little bit because we're still at our boy Jim on his little moped trying to find Kit.
Yeah, he sees
There's
a
the
head in the water and it turns into like
yeah
a zombie head sticking its tongue out
yeah. I think it's
in
supposed to be
his
the first time
imagination.
that he's caught the infection somehow.
Yeah, I
And
imagine it's just seeped in through his wound, ultimately.
yeah, that or he's been because okay, we'll pause. We'll pause. Uh, at the end of the movie, Jim, as infected when he's talking to Kit, makes a it's like a speech that can mean two ways. Either it's his love for her that made him desperate enough to be able to find her, or it's the infected side of him that's like you're the one that like my entire goal was to get you. So it could be seen that he's succumbing to the infection as it goes along, and that's why he's so driven, even when he has no way of contacting her, even if, like, because again, for all he knows, she's dead. She's not responded to anything. He's made his way halfway across Taiwan to get her, but he's still determined to get to her. So I think you can
True.
take it both ways.
Interesting. It might have gotten it from
And
something he eats. They make a point of showing us everything he eats in the movie. He eats a lot and he drinks, I think, a beer, like right after waking up, or right after running outside and being chased by zombies, which is fair.
I mean, when's there any other time to crack open a cold one?
Exactly. Yeah.
What do you think of?
You do get a scene of the zombies just having sex between
Yeah,
themselves.
the blood orgy.
Yeah.
Awesome scene. You don't get that in movies. I feel like that's something you should see a lot more in movies. It just looks cool. There's something about it that's
It does. There's
I
something
don't want to
disturbing
say
but also
visually appealing.
fascinating about it.
But, this is when our little hentai freak gets the. I don't even know what type of saw it is. It's like a. I've only
Oh, it's a
seen
Dremel,
recently.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I can only. The only other time I can think I've seen this is in the saw-free surgery scene.
Yeah, you
So
use
I'm
it to
going to
open
assume
a
it's the bone.
skull or like a bone,
Yeah,
or use it in craft
he gets
projects.
minced.
I
That's
made a note that the scene where they start the Dremel up, it sprays blood off of it like it's already been used. That's just a really good note of practical effects.
that's a fun little tidbit. Uh, there's one
Don't you
thing
wish someone from the movie told you about that and how they did that?
yeah, that would have been cool, especially when I spent £25 on a special edition Blu-ray to get the special
It's
features.
great though. I love that they did that. I feel like a lot of movies wouldn't have bothered.
Yeah, we skipped past it a little bit. The performances from everyone in the cast is phenomenal. It amazes me that seemingly no one's got any other roles after this movie.
Really?
Oh, fun fact!
Yeah,
This
they're
is
all
actually
great.
um distributed. Fuck, I can't speak. Distributed by Shudder. So I think this is possibly the only Shudder movie I actually like.
What about Mad God?
Oh,
Is that
fair.
Shudder?
You got me there. You got me there. I do
Mad
own the
God
Blu-ray.
fucking rules.
Mad God rules, but it is very difficult to watch in one straight go.
Oh, really? I was entranced watching that thing.
I was for about an hour, and then we got to the surgery scene.
Mm, yeah, I
Well,
vaguely remember it. I gotta
yeah,
rewatch it.
it's real. Okay, hold on, my hamster's making an escape. It's time for his
Oh, Theo.
but
Theo making an appearance on the pod again.
if you he's saying nothing. Being caught. Hold on, hold on.
I'm watching this guy
Stop.
sniffing the shoe now. Didn't
See,
notice that before.
fucking freak. Theo, behave yourself. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, there's a scene in Mad God where I suppose spoilers for Mad God, but you can't really spoil a movie with no plot, really, can you?
Skip ahead like a minute if you want to watch Mad God. It is interesting. Look
Visual
it up. Pause this and look it up before you decide. Go ahead.
visual spoiler for Mad God. The scene where it's like it cuts from being stop motion and it's real footage of like a nurse woman, and she takes the minor into surgery, and then he starts getting like gems and gold chains and stuff taken out of her.
Oh, I don't remember that explicitly.
Oh well, see, I was
Interesting.
entranced until I think it was about the hour mark that happens, and I was like, "This is sick." And then it went on for about 5 minutes, and I was like, "Okay, okay, I get this scene." And then it went on for like a 5 minutes, and I was like, "Oh, wow."
Uh, what really got me was, and still spoilers for Mad God, but that the guy dies, the little minor guy dies halfway through the movie, and then it's just stuff happening.
I think that's when he dies, was it not?
And that must be it, yeah. If he's getting all that stuff taken out.
But then you get the other minor, but may or may not be before. I had a whole theory about Mad God, about how it's about like the creation of Earth, and that little weird guy with the tubes is like God, and he's like making new Earths, but to keep destroying themselves in a loop. But I can't. I
Interesting.
don't remember. It was very. Did you have interpretations for Mad God, or were you just like, yeah, this is kind of funky?
No, that guy was stoned. I was just going, whoa, what the hell?
He's like fucking Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, pretty much. We gotta
Whoa,
watch that. I'd love to talk about it.
or Beavis and Butthead.
No, sure, we'll do a side Beavis and Butthead podcast.
Oh, next Christmas we'll do the Christmas special, and we'll drop out
Okay.
on Christmas Day. Um, for what was that? Oh yeah, before I got sidetracked, all the performances by everyone in this are phenomenal. Everyone's so fucking good in this movie.
They're all fantastic. I love that that one guy, the guy we meet in a moment in the hospital, is in the video broadcast at the start, the YouTube video.
Yeah, he's a doctor, and he's like, "Could you please a virus? This virus could kill you." And everyone's like, "Nah, lad, what are you talking about?
Please take it seriously.
When do viruses kill anybody? What are you talking about?"
That doesn't happen.
Oh, Joe, I tell a lie. I also have Skin in the Rink on Blu-ray.
Interesting. I gotta rewatch that.
Okay.
I will admit I fell asleep, but I think it's good still. There's still creepy stuff in it.
That's a horrifying movie to go to sleep during.
I fell asleep with two other people in the theater.
You watched it in the cinema?
Yeah.
That's what?
I
Like
fell asleep
the
for
entire point of that
like
movie
20
is
minutes. The other people, we did smoke beforehand. The other people fell asleep for way longer, but I liked what I saw of it.
that is madness to me. That is like the one movie. Well, I think it's not because of the content of the movie, but I feel like when I first watched Ring, if I fell asleep and woke up to something in the movie, that would be what would freak me out more.
Yeah, I think I woke up when like plot was happening, and
Wait, but
spoilers for Skinamarink. When a kid dies, crazy. That freaked me out.
yeah, it's like the only thing that happens in the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I suppose to be, it's weird. I think Ring. I think I'm one of the people that just taps into that. See, for some people, it just makes them uncomfortable and they can't really tell why.
It definitely
Because
makes them uncomfortable. I think the short film is a little bit better just because it's shorter.
yeah, but I'll go. I cannot count the amount of times I've fallen asleep watching a video of analog horror, and I wake up to like some fucker, and it's like some like the most horrifying face known to man staring me down. I was like, time is it, lad?
Skinamarink is very analog horror feeling.
Yeah, it's definitely. We could go. We could. I'm watching Field Try Escape. It's really distracting me. We could go into the reads and go. Technically, it's like digital horror or internet horror because it's not technically on a videotape. People
Analog
will be
horror should be on a videotape.
analog horror is people are fucking so elitist about it. It's supposed to be you use analog equipment for it, so it's supposed to be like found like VHS recordings or like recordings of old TV shows or like security
Uh,
footage. But it's
Interesting.
like people don't accept that words and phrases change over time, and that is how language works.
It is, yeah. I
I
didn't know that about
understand.
the original definition, though. That's neat.
Yeah, I understand that it says analog in the name, but most found footage movies, people don't find the footage. Most times you're just watching it, and no one makes a big deal about that.
I'm out of notes, by the way.
You're out of notes. What do you
I'm
think
out of
about
notes.
Businessman getting his shit rocked?
It's good. It's a good moment where he says that she's no different from him, and that's what makes her really go off and actually eviscerate him. And then she has to look at this guy's corpse moving past him later, which is rough.
Again, I do have some knowledge of the behind the scenes of this, but again, this isn't from any of the fucking featurettes. It's from the guy that plays the businessman, which I feel bad about forgetting his name because he's the only useful person on set. But
Yeah,
that
sounds
was
like it.
is a real fire extinguisher, but we just replaced the foam with powder. So for every scene, he had to get fucking sprayed to shit with this fire extinguisher.
That's funny.
And to be fair, he took it on the chin. He was like, yeah, it sucked. Every orifice I had was filled with fake blood and
Oh my
bright white
god.
tinder. But he's like, it's what you have to do when you're an actor. I was like, yeah, good on
Good on him. We
him.
love that.
We love a devoted queen. He would have got the shot
Yeah.
during the presidential blow up. He realised the cameraman, it's my job.
I like there's
And
sort of a good subversion in this special lab here with the scientist where it at least I took the intention he asks her if she has kids and then he says, I feel bad for people with kids. And then she finds this zombie baby. I feel like the implication is that you'll assume it's his kid and he's trying to find a cure for his kid.
well,
But
the zombie baby's
no,
in a bin.
yeah,
If you were trying to find a cure for your baby, why would you put it in the bin?
to hide it from this lady. I don't know.
I do. There
It
is
is in a
the
bin.
moment where you first meet him, and she asks, "Wait, why are you in the maternity ward?" And he's like, "Oh, this is just. It was closed down, and the doors here are more barricaded. I think it makes people feel safer for their children." It's a
I took
fucking
him
good
at his
man.
word for that, that the doors are more barricaded.
That man pulled that excuse out of his ass so fast, and it was so good.
Damn. We
I
don't see Jim's face once he comes to the hospital. I noticed it, but I didn't really think about it hard enough.
yeah, also you. Well, we'll go for a twist after our scientist man.
Right.
His plan. What do you make of his ideas?
He's fucking nuts, dude. He's
Yes,
he's killing babies.
I love his little speech where he keeps going on and on about how it's like he almost endears the zombies for being able to do just whatever they want. And he's the
Yeah, he
camera.
goes more and more into it too.
It's like he's lost his mind almost as much as the zombies. But to be fair, it's because he had to deal with a YouTuber belittling him for about half an hour earlier that morning. Enough
Yeah,
to
that'll
drive
say a lot.
anyone. I like it's so dumb his thing where he's like, of course we go after people you can't rape the willing, and he goes, or can you? Why have you never tried it? He has a wee think to himself for a moment before continuing his word soup. But
Yeah, I can't tell if it's philosophical or if he's it's just hoping a little too much about the situation.
uh, so his plan, how he breaks it down, he goes, okay, I didn't want the babies to suffer, so my plan was to kill them all. And then it seems partway through killing them all, he went, wait, what if they're immune? So he's loading them up with, it's called the Alvin virus. It's a stupid name for a virus, but the Alvin
It
virus.
is.
And I don't know how he's killing him, but it seems the one that you find in the bin later, he just crushes him with his bare hands.
Oh my God, I didn't notice that.
Because it's not like a choking blow, he's just gonna grips. And he's like,
Yeah,
I suppose maternity ward, it would be a newborn baby. The head's a little soupy, isn't it?
he gives him the Battlestar Galactica. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. So, you've got the callbacks on the go. Well, it would seem
He feels guilty for them too, which is interesting. He doesn't just lament that he can't do what they're doing, but he also is saying, "Don't you?" He's like letting them off the hook. I think he's saying they must feel guilt about it.
No, because the way he describes it, he's like, he says the way it works is their limbic system links um, the violent part of your brain and the sex part of your brain, which isn't that linked anyway? Is that not the same part of your brain?
I don't know.
But anyway, he makes a point where he's like, we literally can't help it. It'd be like telling a human not to blink. And then he stops for a moment and goes, you can't not blink, can't you? And he says
Yeah,
that
that's the line.
their brain is still fully functional, so they must be aware of what they're doing. And he says he thinks that's why they're crying. Which I mean, that's interesting. Well, between the title and that, the sadness, it sounds like there's something there, but I don't think our director writer thinks there's something there. I don't know, because it's like, why would you put that in if it doesn't mean anything? But during the Q&A, people were like, "Do these things mean like do moments in the film mean things?" And he's like, "I don't know. I just wanted to make a zombie movie." And it's like, "Bro, what are you talking about? You made the movie. What do you mean you don't
You
know?"
made this movie about the pandemic. You're the one who did that.
Well, he didn't. He got hired to make a movie about the pandemic that was a zombie movie, and he's like, "Well, I didn't really want to make a zombie movie."
He just
So,
didn't care about it that much. Okay.
which for this
Weird.
being your first feature film to be done this well, and you don't give a shit about it, wild.
Yeah, it's a good showing.
What if his next movies are ones he really wants to make, and they're all really bad?
That would be fascinating. That would be like a Lee Winnell situation, right?
Oh yeah, I suppose. So. Oh no, back to back. My hamster's still devising a plan, but his escape route's been blocked, so I don't know what he's going for. He's weirding me out. He's clearly thinking about
What's
something.
Theo up to?
Oh, he's found a. I got him some sprays. I know it sounds like it's not like air freshener. Sprays for a hamster are like different bits of foliage that they would exist in the wild, and it's supposed to make them happier to be around it. But they're
Oh,
not
so they just
edible.
think they're at home.
Yeah, but he likes eating them. He'll climb up the little poles and start munching them. But they keep him happy, and I don't think they're toxic. So I suppose whatever does them.
Yeah, why not let them?
So anyway, the scientist, he's like, yeah, this isn't working. I've got a helicopter coming, so we're going to go to the roof to get a helicopter Resident Evil 3 style. It's Resident Evil 3, isn't it?
I think so. But there's a
Res-
helicopter in two that crashes.
yeah, but Jill doesn't Jill escape in Resident Evil 3 using an umbrella helicopter?
That sounds right.
That sounds right. The horror podcast, everyone.
I haven't finished Resident Evil 3, but that's how the Paul W.S. Anderson movie that's based on it ends.
Oh, you're correct. Oh well, he made everything accurate. I suppose we can trust his.
Yeah, that's why I left some room for interpretation on that one.
Anyway, this is when Jim he finally shows up. Man's not looking
Well,
very
we have
well,
a
is he?
guy handcuff cat to the wall, which is a good moment of tension. And then they relieve that. They don't let her stay handcuffed for like something to break into the room, which I thought was a good subversion because that's what you expect.
Well, I mean, something does break into the room, and it's Jim.
No, they go out into the hallway together. She's not handcuffed when Jim comes.
Oh, you mean in the his little shower cubicle?
Yeah, the handcuff is a good writing moment because you expect something to happen in the room while she's handcuffed, and then her not being able to do something about it.
Did you ever trust him at any point in this film?
Jim?
No, the scientist.
Oh, never trusted him, but I didn't think he was outright evil until he did his monologue.
His supervillain monologue.
Yeah.
Oh, little cool moment. Kit uses the fingerprint reflection on the light to figure out Hentai Man's phone
Oh, you're
password.
right. That is cool.
That is very cool. I don't think that would actually work, but
No, because you do a lot of stuff on your phone that's not just that.
especially that man's phone. Oh my god, you got that man's phone under a UV light. Good
Don't do
god,
that. Yeah.
it looked like Starry Night by Vincent Van Gogh. So yeah, we
He has
side
this 3D printed gun too, the scientist guy,
yeah.
which is interesting. It comes back. I like that she notices the axe missing on the floor, and he doesn't respond to her noticing that, which get his foot chopped off.
I wonder how easy it is to 3D print a gun, because I know most of the guns that you have in Glasgow are all 3D printed because you can't. Well,
Interesting.
it's weird. You can't get guns here unless they've been deactivated, but there will be people that know how to fix them.
That's fascinating. Of course there would be, though. Why would you assume someone couldn't do that?
I feel like it's weird because I can't you wouldn't be able to find them just by googling deactivated gun in the UK, but it's not illegal to get them. I don't know if there's some I don't know seller law where you're not allowed to advertise that you're selling old guns, but I don't know. UK gun laws are weird. They say we don't have any guns, but if you're a farmer, you can have either a rifle or a shotgun license. So there is plenty of guns. People just act like we
Weird.
don't have them.
As far as I'm aware, a 3D printed gun could shoot one bullet, pretty much. Maybe at this
I know. I've
point
not.
they've designed them a bit better, but
I remember I once saw a 12, 13-year old with a 3D printed gun in my area. That was pretty
nice.
wild. Is I
Uh,
guarantee you
he
you've not
does,
had
this
the.
thing does jam on him a lot. Like two shots get out, and then he has to rack the slide a few times, and then I really love when Jim shows up and he shoots at Jim, the gun just backfires in his hand because he's been shooting it too much.
Well, I mean, to be fair, 3D plastic is not conducive for holding explosions on the inside.
No, that's what I mean. I think that would happen realistically after one shot or two, more than five. But it's still great that it happens in this.
A nice bit of realism. We've got Jim on very shining. Jim coming after the scientist and Cat.
Yeah,
Cat.
he is. It is reminiscent of The Shining.
It's side
He's tears
tangent.
streaming down his face.
It's a little side tangent. But see when directors or actors get asked, "Oh, what's your favourite horror movie?" and they say, "Oh, The Shining." No, it's not. Not every single actor and director in Hollywood's favourite movie is either The Shining or Hereditary or Get Out. It's not only those three. It
Yeah,
pisses
there's
me
got to
off
be a political answer or the thing.
because it was a Lee Winnell interview that I remember it clicked with me. That I was like, someone asked him, "Oh, what's your favourite horror movie?" And something awoken in my brain was like, "This motherfucker's gonna say The Shining." I could feel it. And then he said The Shining, and then immediately after I watched a David Desmalchian interview where someone asked him that question, and I went, "I guarantee this motherfucker's going." And he said The Shining, and I was like, "I'm going to strangle the next actor that I see that says, oh, it's The Shining." No, it's not. It just isn't. Can you just give me your actual answer?
That's interesting. I wonder if that's just a weird coincidence that they got coached by the same person to talk.
No, it's just every single celebrity knows what the IMDb top 100 is, and goes, "Oh, I'll say some of that." Do you guys like The
I guess
Godfather?
so, yeah.
What about Star
Especially
Wars?
if it's a like a press interview you want to say something that people know, so they go, "Oh, maybe it's like The Shining." This movie I'm gonna see.
Have you ever heard of this classic, The Goonies?
I love the
It's
Goonies.
like, it's like, for the love of God, can someone not just go, oh yeah, my favourite movie's fucking, I don't know, Life with Ryan Reynolds? It's like, it's okay to say that. It doesn't have to be a good
Have you
movie. You
seen
can just
Life?
enjoy it. I have the DVD of it. I've yet to see it.
Do you know anything about it? What happens in it?
I know. It was it's a little alien boy that slowly gets bigger. Is it not?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. Put that down.
Everyone
Put
thought it
that
was.
down. Don't
I,
don't think about Life. We'll worry about that in a couple of weeks.
I know everyone thought it was a Venom prequel for a bit,
Yeah, that was going on.
which would have been so
Produced by
cool. But
Sony.
alas, they forget that Sony is creatively bankrupt, and no one at Sony has any cool ideas ever.
Yeah, I
What's
mean,
the
it's
last?
a good guess in that case that they're just making a Venom prequel.
We get our scientist gets fucked up by Jim. Um, Kate Kegaro makes it through.
She escapes Toot Sweet. She gets right through this gate in time.
Yeah, it's like a weird. It's some bars for just being the roof access of a maternity ward. I suppose prenatal
True.
depression, maybe you have to keep that shit on lock. No, it would be
It feels like it
postnatal.
should be in a police station.
Yeah, this is where we get the scene I was talking about earlier with Jim talking to Kate Girl, about how like it's a double meaning about how the second he got the phone call from the outbreak, he's looking for her and he had to find specifically her, and that was his only goal. Until he says, "I had to find you so I could chop your tits off."
Yeah, that's wild. Not what I expected.
Not something you want to
Uh,
hear from your boyfriend.
no, and it's really well acted.
Yeah, so I mean, like everyone plays their uninfected role so well. They all seem like actual believable people, and then they're all so intimidating the second they become infected.
It's
I don't
great.
know, maybe it's just
It's
hard to
surprising that
get.
Jim turns in
Yeah,
this. They do a good job of setting him up as the romantic lead almost.
yeah, because you expect him to be the protagonist. It's a good. I feel like we always use the
Y-
term subversion a lot.
Yeah, it is a good
Well,
subversion. You expect him, they set it up that he's coming to save her from the hospital.
but well, I mean, there's not too much
We get
left to the
into she
film.
runs upstairs
Yeah, she gets to the helicopter. They're
and then you
probably not
just
taking
hear
her off from there.
gunfire over her boyfriend smiling. It's horrible.
Oh, shit. Hold
So
on.
good.
My audio levels are dodgy on this TV. Is there gunfire?
There's gunfire in the last scene.
Oh my god, you're so right.
Yeah,
Oh well.
she's dead.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Catman.
Yeah. Oh man, you thought she got it out? You thought she got out of there?
Well, no, I was like, oh, we're probably just gonna fucking murk her, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, without the scientist, he told her that she needs him to get through all things.
And then also, she's probably their last chance at getting a vaccine out in time.
Yeah, which is nuts. And I like that this scene leads her to crying and being so distraught looking that she probably isn't able to communicate with them when she gets upstairs. She probably sounds and looks like one of the infected to
Well, I mean,
someone
she has
not a foot from
soaked
her.
in blood.
She's soaked with blood and she's been crying so hard her eyes are probably turning red. She's got these tears streaming down her face. I'm sure she's not talking straight. I wouldn't be.
Well, that's the very cheery end to the sadness.
Yeah, this is a sad movie, if you can believe it.
But I mean, it's a fun movie, which is weird to say for the rape zombie movie. But
It
I have a lot
is,
of
yeah. It's not something I was expecting.
you were
I guess
expecting
that's the
more.
thing is they manage the tone better than the Crossed comic. The Crossed comic is just an onslaught of grim. This has peaks and valleys to it. It's still rough. I wouldn't recommend this to a lot of people.
Which is it's weird you say that because is it Gareth Edwards? Is that his name? The guy that does Cross and the Boys?
Garth something. Garth
Well,
Ennis.
yeah,
Gareth
Garth Ennis.
Edwards, the
Uh,
Godzilla director, and Gareth Evans is the Gangs of London and the Raid director.
well, the what do you say the writer of
Garth
the
Ennis.
yeah Garth Ennis? I saw people online saying that his run on Crossed was like not too distasteful and actually had purpose behind it. And it was apparently the sequel comics and the spin offs by other writers that I heard someone refer to as edgelord shit.
Interesting. Look, I'm
Maybe
always
you need
willing
to
to
have a,
try something again. Give it a second opinion.
so you think you're probably going to have a much worse time with his Crossed adaptation?
Yeah, I don't remember liking it. The only thing I could think of is if I read the wrong one. If I read a later issue that was like that. But I don't like Garth Ennis as a writer. I think he's very edgelordy to start with.
Yeah, the boys is just trash.
Yeah, I tried reading that. No good.
The only the only props I'll give the boys comic is I was going to say spoilers for the boys, but it's not. It's done differently in the show, so it's not a spoiler. I suppose spoiler for the boys
And don't
comics, but
read the comic. So
yeah,
don't
don't
worry
read the
about it.
comic. Is when um, I'll censor names, but when the baby flies out of the stomach, that art panel, that's hard as fuck.
I have no idea. You'll have to show this to me off air.
I don't know what to Google to get that result,
No,
but
you'll have to find
I'll
it. You'll have to read the boys to find
I'm not going to read the boys.
it.
I'm not taking my comic apps with the boys.
I really like the
So,
sadness though. I like this a lot more than I thought I would.
yeah, well, between that and Incantation, you're two for two for Taiwanese horror. And maybe need to start looking into more.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because I was looking up on TikTok earlier, like people doing reviews of Taiwanese horrors, and a lot of them do seem very interesting. Which again, it's strange for a not a small island, but not a big island off the coast of China to be making as much horror as they are, seemingly with as much quality as they are, and they all seem to look really, really good. That's the thing with
Yeah,
Asian movies.
Incantation has a great look.
Like
It feels
Asian
low
movies,
budget, but it doesn't feel like it's hindering it.
yeah. If you not noticed with Asian movies, it'll either be 50-50. It'll look like it was filmed on someone's fucking Nokia, and the film will be competently made, but it will just look like shit because of how bad the cameras are. Or everything will
No,
be shot in the crispest definition. Yeah, but it's like sparkling water for the eyes.
I didn't notice that.
You've not noticed it. But what? Have you seen? It's not strictly horror, but Park Chan Wook, the Korean director.
Yes, I've seen
Yeah,
a couple movies of his. I mean,
I would have done Old
Old Boy
Boy
is Park
and
Chan
Lady
Wook, right?
Vengeance. What'd you say, sir?
Is Old Boy one of his?
Yes, the Vengeance trilogy
Yeah, I've
is
seen
Park
Sympathy for
Chan Wook.
Mr. Vengeance. Also, I really like.
Oh no, Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance is bad.
You didn't like it? Interesting.
I thought it was awful. I watched that and I was like, this is dog shit. And then I watched Lady Vengeance and I was like, this is amazing. And then I
I
watched
gotta
Old
watch
Boy.
Lady Vengeance.
Lady Vengeance is fucking. I say it's the best of his trilogy. I do like
Oh,
Old Boy,
okay.
but Lady Vengeance, I think. I was gonna say takes a
Interesting.
cake. That's pun not intended, but I mean, I'll take that one. But his new film, No Other Choice, I gave it a 4.5 on Letterboxd. It is so crisp. It is obscenely sharp. I don't know how. I don't know what camera this man is using, but it is the highest definition I've ever seen on it. I was watching it in 1080p. And I felt like I was watching a 12K video. I don't know how the
Damn,
man
nice.
manages it. But again, if you go back to like his older movies, everything's blurry. It's like, how did you manage this? Oh,
I
but
don't
it's a
know.
cool.
Usually movies shot on film translate pretty well.
Yeah, but I
I
find that
guess
with even
2002 is time for digital, so he may have shot those in digital.
yeah, but I'll take for example, say the Ju-on, um, the Curse, the original TV movie, shot on digital in like 420p. That shit's so crispy. It's a blurry crisp. I don't know how they manage it. It must be like two styles of um direction popular in Asia. And one's either you have to see everything sharp as a knife, or it should look like it's being filmed from a puddle.
That's a good way to put it. He does literally film some of Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance in a small lake, to be fair.
Yeah, that's see, that's the scene that made me go. Actually, I think I just don't like this movie. It's spoilers. Spoilers, I suppose. I don't think we'll ever
Yeah, let's
talk
talk
about that.
about it at some point. Let's leave it for the pod.
Is it a horror?
Well, I guess not. I guess
I think
not.
it's
All right,
supposed to be a dark
we'll spoil a bunch
comedy.
of movies in this episode. Spoilers for
Yeah,
Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance. I
yeah.
really
Skip the
liked when he got his Achilles tendon cut. That got me.
okay. Well, the one see what pissed me off about the movie is like I was trying to follow what was happening, and I felt like it was all over the place. And then when they kidnapped the child, I was like, okay, I've got a grasp of what's going on. But then the protagonist was so stupid, and so many things kept going wrong. But I was like, it's supposed to be serious, but it's getting comical. And then there's was it he was again? I cannot stress enough. Skip forward if whoever's listening plans to watch this movie like 2 minutes. I think it's he's trying to bury a body, and as he's doing it, you see the corpse of the child that's just accidentally drowned himself floating past. And just the way it's shot of him desperately trying to cover up his body, and then it's just in the background, drifting past. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen. He's so stupid. He's so obscenely stupid.
I
But
remember
I
that
just
being funny as well. I didn't
yeah.
think of that as abjectly serious.
I think the movie's supposed to be serious.
Interesting.
I will say, I will give props to the movie. The twist, the end twist, I didn't see it coming, and I was like, "Oh, yo, that actually makes fucking sense. That's really good."
I don't even remember. I remember that some hitmen come at a guy at the very, very end.
If you
I
don't,
gotta watch it again.
you,
It's been a
I was
while.
about to say, when you rewatch it, maybe I wonder if you pick up on it. The one just wild though, Old Boy, the one that's famous for having a good twist. At the end, I'm like, ah, all right. Like, is it really? It's not even really a twist.
It's just a messed up thing you did.
It's just like, oh yeah, there's this thing, and I'm like, yeah, okay. And then I'm like, yeah, but what about this thing? I'm like, okay, but that doesn't really reframe
It's like
anything
a
either.
saw twist.
No, because saw twists reframe shit. Saw twists will leave little pockets, and you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense why that's that way. But in Old Boy, the twist, whilst you can go, oh, that makes sense, it's like, but it doesn't change anything. It's just supposed to make you feel worse, and that's it. Your
Yeah,
understanding of things hasn't changed that much.
I think that's what people expected too much of M. Night Shyamalan. I really like M. Night Shyamalan. People expected
Yeah,
twists every time. He did that himself. I'm not saying he didn't, but if you look at his movies outside of the twist lens, I think they hold up a lot better.
yeah, but he builds a lot of his movies to be like, but what's the twist going to be at the end?
He does. I'm not saying he doesn't do that. Yeah,
And then I feel The Sixth Sense is the only one that you're like, oh, that's
that's
pretty
a
cool.
good one. Yeah,
As long as you don't, you know, uh, if you're paying attention within the first 2 minutes of the movie, you'll go, oh wait, oh, okay. It's
yeah.
literally like, it will be a good twist if you just forget the opening scene ever happened. That is the spoil of the twist. And I get it's
That's
supposed to be like, oh, you didn't notice it, but it's like it's the vocal point of the scene. It's you can't miss what's happening in the opening scene, and that is the twist.
I think part of it is that you forget about it. There's the thing in a script where you want to bring something back, like just after the audience forgets about it. You want to leave enough
Yeah, but
time for it to sit in their mind, but then also not be at the forefront.
One Piece does that a lot, and I'm like, oh, that's sick when they do it because I'm like, well, that was 60 episodes ago, which whilst
Yeah,
it's
because
still
there's
one,
8 billion episodes of One Piece.
there is like 1,150,
Exactly what I
and
said.
it's really not that bad though. I started November 24th, and it's only mid-January. So it's not that bad. And I've had a full time job and it's been Christmas season.
That's that's not wrong. Let
It's
me hit you with.
manageable.
I want to watch. I'll give you a choice. I'll give you a choice of a new movie or something you've seen before. Basket Case or Life.
Oh, I was going to say something new, but then it's like, oh, but I do like Basket Case. Oh, fuck,
Hell
there's
yeah.
an Arrow Blu-ray of Basket Case. I mean, I've got the tattoo
Damn.
of them.
Have you watched that yet?
Mm.
The Arrow?
I haven't. I was hoping that we were going to get the rights for the trilogy, and then it just didn't happen.
Oh,
It's
that
the same
sucks.
with their Tomie Blu-ray that they put out. I was like, oh, I'll get that, and I was like, actually, I'll wait for a box set of all like 9 of them, and then that didn't come, so I just had to buy a dodgy Blu-ray with them on it, and the subtitles don't really match up to what people are saying, and it's a bit fucked. But
Basket
it's
Case
the
is a
only.
grimy New York horror movie that I haven't seen.
You haven't seen it,
No?
Chris? I cannot stress enough if we're going to watch this. Do not set high expectations for it.
Okay.
People
So that's
like
what you're
Basket
choosing? You're
Case.
choosing Basket Case?
Yeah, we'll have to watch Basket Case then, but people like Basket Case in spite of the movie Basket Case. I cannot stress
Okay.
this.
Okay. I'll force someone else to watch it.
That is the see if you're gonna get high for a movie. That's the movie that you should be getting high to.
Gotcha. Okay.
And not even like in a like what's it's silly, but it's not like you're not it's not what's the word I'm looking for here? It is supposed to be serious, I think.
You think?
I think.
Okay.
Okay. I'll be fun. Maybe you'll spot somewhere nearby.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
There is good behind
Uh,
the scenes for Bucket Case. I know some behind the scenes stuff of it.
oh, hell yeah. All right. That'll be fun. Write
Um,
in if you have any thoughts about Basket Case or The Sadness or Krampus or Take Shelter, anything. Just write into the Uncanny Valley Pod at gmail.com or follow us on the Uncanny Valley Pod on Instagram and message us. We'll read it on the podcast. Rate us if I find your review, I'll read it. Rate us five
well, yeah.
stars. I'm not gonna read it if you don't rate us 5 stars. Why would I do that?
I was about to say if we fuck up our 5 stars though, that's
Yeah, don't do that.
oh I'm getting excited for Basket Case, but I'm looking at all the movie posters and I'm like, oh, they're all so good. Oh, Basket Case will be fun.
I'm just not gonna look up much. I've already seen what the guy looks like, but I don't know anything beyond that.
You don't know his name?
No.
Well, I don't think you say it in the movie, but his name's Belial. I like Belial.
Oh, isn't that like a nickname for the devil?
I think it's a demon.
Okay. Interesting.
Hold on. Belial, we'll look it up before we go as a little tease. Is a term occurring in the Hebrew Bible which later became personified as the devil.
Interesting. Okay.
Apparently, in the ascension of Isaiah, Belial is the angel of lawlessness and the ruler of this world, and is identified as Samuel and Satan.
Nice.
Maybe we can read a little Bible passage next episode.
I like that.
I love to see when you get like all the texts that were written about the time of the Bible, but are not affiliated with the Bible, but it's all about fucking demons and occult shit. What's the book that was written in biblical times where it's like it's just a guidebook on how to summon different demons?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh
Not
fuck!
aware of
What
this.
Oh, you'll know it. See when I find the name, you'll find it's not. Is it the Testament of Solomon? Oh, the Lesser Key of Solomon.
Never heard of this.
The King Solomon using a magical ring.
I know about the
Yeah,
Voyage manuscript.
that's an online horror, is it not? Am I
I
tripping?
thought it was a real Voynich manuscript. It's a medieval codex that hasn't been deciphered. Probably is just like a field guide for a guy on safari in reality.
Oh, yeah, I know the one you're talking about, but it's definitely almost just a botanical book.
Right. Yeah,
And
exactly.
people are like, what does it mean? There's a photo of a woman. Yeah, if you're interested in that shit, look up the Lesser Key of Solomon.
Okay.
I suppose that's where we're leaving off, isn't it? Oh, did you
Write
get
in
buy it
about
or
the
not?
Lesser Key of Solomon.
Yeah, if you know how to summon demons.
Have you ever seen the low budget movie Low?
No.
Shit. That's a good movie. That's a movie that is set in a dark room in the way that like it's pitch black and there's stage lighting on the middle of it. There's a guy inside of a summoning circle and he has a book that he's gonna summon a demon with.
Oh, interesting. Kinda. Is it actually good though?
I really loved it when I watched it. It has been like 8 years probably, but I really loved it. It's
Because
very low budget, but it works with it.
there was a movie recently about a man that believed he trapped the devil in his basement, and I was like,
Yeah.
that is an awesome movie idea, and it was only 70 minutes. And see, when I tell
Was
you
it
I had to
not good?
turn it off within, no, I turned it off within 25 minutes. It was
Damn.
one of the most boring experiences. We come in, it's like this
Isn't that
guy,
movie basically called I Think I Trapped the Devil in the Basement?
no, but that sounds like an anime, like isekai. Help! I've trapped the devil in my basement, and now my families are coming over.
Hell,
But the devil
Batman's
would
in
be
the
like,
basement.
it would be like a 14-year-old girl with massive boobs and a little skimpy outfit.
Yeah, that sounds right.
No, just if you find it, don't watch it because like within 5 minutes, this guy's family come over and they're like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I think I have the devil in the basement." And then they go, "No, you need help." And he goes, "No, I think I have the devil in the basement." And then they say, "You need help," and then it's that for like 25 minutes. And then I was like, "I can't. I'm not. There's nothing's happening."
You have me curious about watching this to see if anything happens.
Yeah, I think I give it 1 star.
Damn.
It's shot well. That's about it.
Interesting. That's on Hulu, I think, here. I might watch that at some point. You have me a little curious.
There you go. See, if you want to go to sleep, that's a movie recommendation for people.
Hell yeah.
Let's watch the last 5 minutes of it. It'll be insane, and someone will go to sleep watching it, wake up, and be like, "What the fuck is that?"
I'm sure that's what's going on in that. It can't just be mental illness at that point, right? It has to have a nuts final act.
Uh, you'd think,
You'd think.
but you'd think a family member having the devil in their basement would make for some interesting drama.
True. True.
But is this where we're closing off? You have anything?
Yeah,
Anything?
I think we've run out of steam on this one. There's a movie on Shudder. called "You'll Never Find Me," which I want to watch.
Well, maybe I can be a sizzle. Well, I won't be a sizzle because then I think. Hold on, what date are we on? What date are we on? So this would come out 13th, and then it'll be Basket Case 20th, and then I have one more, and then we're on to found footage.
Yeah, and then
For
we're doing Incantation and some other things.
Incantation, Cloverfield, and we'll have two more somewhere.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
figure it
figure
out.
those out.
You said you wanted Borderlands, didn't you?
I'd be down to watch Borderlands again. Yeah.
I think that's what you said. And is there not a good one? Well, we'll drop the list here. I suppose we will go on. Is there not a good one where it's like it's about a parasitic disease in like a fishing village that's spreading?
The Bay. I haven't seen it.
The Bay. I haven't seen
Pretty
it.
sure that's The Bay. I have not seen it.
Oh, there we go. We could either do the Bay or Taking of Deborah Logan. I feel.
Haven't seen either of those, so that works.
Oh shit! You haven't seen the Taking of Deborah Logan. Oh good.
No,
Oh oh fuck. Okay, well
we got some decisions.
we got some decisions, but Cloverfield and Incantation will be a definite.
Definitely. Yeah. I need to watch Cloverfield again. That movie is amazing.
I can't. We see if I don't have behind the scenes for Cloverfield, you have to strangle me because not only do I have the Blu-ray and the 4K limited edition, I also have the special edition DVD. So I should have
Oh,
everything
you
possible.
better fucking have special features. I think the 4K had nothing, if I remember correctly. I don't know where it is right now in my apartment.
Is yours the steelbook where it's the camera lens of Chloe smashing through the city?
No, that sounds cool. It's just a regular 4K.
Then fork it out.
No, well, it's not just forking it out. In New York, when Best Buy was doing the 4Ks, the steelbooks would sell out in like 10 hours. And the
Well, you should have been
pre-sales
here.
would sell out pretty quickly. So you had to be there.
See, I don't think. I feel like steelbooks have fallen off. No one really wants steelbooks anymore.
No, they don't even sell them from like Best Buy anymore.
I think there's a very small subset of people. It annoys me because I
Yeah.
have the steelbook for Cloverfield, and then I have a steelbook for 10 Cloverfield Lane, and then Cloverfield Paradox doesn't have a physical edition, even though I do not like
I
that
have
movie.
steelbooks I like. I'm just not I'm not going crazy over them. I was trying to collect all the Mission Impossible steelbooks, and now that's just too expensive because I don't have
Yeah, the
Dead
Ghibli
Reckoning.
ones are like 200 a pop now.
I have a Mad God steelbook.
Yeah, that's hard.
Rules. I'm happy with it.
We've forgotten how to end it. We've forgotten how to end this.
Yeah, we'll just cut it somewhere, right? I have a Mandy steelbook.
Fuck it, we'll cut it here.